right to use transportation in the UK, okay? Do not let anyone stop you from it. That's all I have for you. I'll see you personally. I'll see you next week. I'm gonna go catch it on my train, okay? I'll see you next week. You're all invited to come to Khalid's house on the train, with the train. See you, Cardiff. All right, Cardiff. So you would expect.
Take the mic off him. Yo, take that mic off him. Take that off him.
You would expect, with this many police officers and the accusations of the legislation they are trying to quote, that one of them would understand and be able to explain what justification they have for not letting us pass. So they said potential breach of the peace. Not one of them knows or can explain what that means.
Political police. Make sure that you film the police pushing
Why did you push me? Do not dare to touch me, huh? Fucking dare you to touch me.
Yeah.
So again, this is the fourth week here in Wales where the police are antagonizing the protesters, preventing us from exercising our democratic rights. Then they have the audacity to call us and ask us to cooperate and to share information with them. We did that for 3 months and everything was okay. But from January 2024, the police approach has changed. Intimidation, brutality, physicality, and abuse. We will not tolerate that, nor be intimidated by that. Our protests have always been and always will remain peaceful.
Always.
Even when people are escalating and the police watch as they kick our protesters and swear, we do not do anything.
They always do it.
We don't do anything. Why? Because when the police escalate, what do we do? When the police escalate, what do we do? They want any reason to tarnish these protests and label them as violent and label them as disruptive and accuse us of any criminality or breaking any law. None of that has ever happened, which is why until now there has been no arrests, because we have not done anything to break the law. What they're trying to do now is change the law and use different legislations that are intended for other acts or other occurrences, and they're trying to use that against us to prohibit us from exercising our right. But we will not stop exercising our right until our government stops supporting the genocide that is taking place against the Palestinian people.
Stop arming Israel!
Stop arming Israel! Stop arming Israel!
Stop arming Gaza!
Stop arming Israel!
Stop arming Gaza! Stop arming Israel! Stop arming Gaza!
What's amazing is they say breach of the peace, but apparently 30,000 dead Palestinians is no breach of the peace. apparently arming Israel in their genocide, apparently sending weapons and drones to Israel, apparently bombing Yemen is not breaching the peace when those that rule us do it. But when we try to exercise our right to argue for a safe world for Palestinians, to argue for no war, and to argue for a liberated Palestine, we are called the terrorists. We are told that we breach the peace. We do not breach any peace. The peace was breached in 1948 when Israel went into Palestine and caused the greatest devastation. 750,000 Palestinians sent and displaced from their lands. And this is the consequence of British colonialism.
Yes.
British
Yes.
colonialism. That government, the government here are part of a colonialist regime where they have been the ones causing war around the world, not us. Last time I checked, 2 million of us came out to protest against the war in Iraq. Yet now we watch as the USA continue to bomb Iraq as they did yesterday. We are in a war. This government wants to lie to us, but they are bombing the Middle East. They are aiding genocide in Israel that Israel is creating in Palestine. That is the truth. And they are lying to us. Let me say this. They have lied to us. The police lied to us. They say they're here for our safety. Well, if they were here for our safety, then they would be stopping war. They would be stopping the government from sending our money to slaughter Palestinian children. If Israel cared about peace, if Israel was so-called fighting against terrorism, then why are they arming settlers in the West Bank to take the land from Palestinians? Why, if Israel are so concerned about a hostage swap, did they reportedly once again recapture the hostages, the political prisoners that they have kept for year after year? They do not care. We have been lied to and we know the truth, and the truth is on our side. So despite them telling us we are breaching the peace, despite them the government having the media, despite Israel having the media, the weapons, the support from the Western imperialists, we know we have the truth. We have each other. And one day we won't just get peace, we will get liberation for Palestine, liberation for all of the world's oppressed people.
Yes, the people united will never be defeated. 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 Be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Goddamn! Where's your voice? The people united will never be defeated. 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 The people united will never be defeated.
Hello. Hello. Hello everyone, so happy to speak to you again.
Louder, louder. You have to
Press a button. This gives my age away. So just when you think things for the Gazans couldn't possibly get any worse, we hear the news that UNRWA, the United Nations Relief Agency for Palestinian Refugees, is having its funding paused, possibly cut by several countries in the West, including the US, the UK, Germany, Italy, Australia, Canada, Finland and Japan. UNRWA was... Yeah, I'm coming to that. It is a lie, yes. UNRWA was set up, sorry if you know all this, but I'll repeat it anyway. UNRWA was set up in 1949 in the aftermath of the Nakba to aid Palestinians fleeing from Israeli persecution. The organization will now be unable to provide sufficient vital support like food, water and medicine to the Gazans who already face famine and death. This has come about because Israel has declared that 12 or so of the 15,000 UNRWA aid workers currently in Gaza have been supporting or assisting Hamas fighters. There is currently, to my knowledge, no proof of this, and one of these allegations which Netanyahu personally made, and one must wonder at the timing in the light of the ICJ's ruling that humanitarian aid must be provided unhindered to Palestinians in Gaza. It is frankly an outrage, a cruel and evil act beyond all comprehension. The clue as to why this is happening comes from a statement made by a former Israeli foreign minister, a blank woman I have never heard of before, by the name of Noga Arbel. She says that the only way for Israel to win the war, that's telling in itself, in Gaza is to eliminate UNRWA. So you have it. Noga Arbel, shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Once more, Noga Arbel, shame on you! Shame on you! I just hope and pray that the countries I mentioned will reconsider their position. Another outrage. Oh dear. They're here again. Sorry, I hope my paper lasts. Another outrage, some of you will know of this, happened here in the UK, in Stockport, when very recently, when Angela Rayner, deputy leader of the Labour Party, was hosting a fundraising event. A bereaved Palestinian man who has just lost his family in Gaza was trying to get the attention of Ms. Rayner and others in a desperate cry for help, for the Labour Party to put pressure on the Tories to stop their support for the genocide in Gaza. But Angela Rayner sat stony-faced, and two heavies dragged this poor man out. It was absolutely shocking. If this is what the Labour Party has become, then I reject them totally. And they have lost my vote and the vote of many others. Angela Rayner, shame on you! Shame on you! Angela Rayner, shame on you! Shame on you! Angela Rayner, shame on you! Shame on you! These people have no humanity. I'll read a few out. People like Benjamin Netanyahu, Ben Gvir, Noga Arbel, Biden and Blinken, or Blinken and Biden, makes no difference, Lindsey Graham, Victoria Nuland, Jake Sullivan, and Nikki Haley, she's one to watch out. She wants Iran flattened if she becomes president. God help us all if this were ever to happen. The list goes on. Rishi Sunak, Keir Starmer, Angela Rayner, Olaf Scholz, and the wonderful Ursula von der Leyen. Shame on them all! Shame on you! I will add another to this list, Suella Braverman, who calls these rallies, she calls these rallies hate marches. It's almost laughable if it wasn't so tragic. I know and you know we are the good people. We have empathy, we feel pity, and we are just. All we want is fair treatment for the Palestinians who have suffered so much and for so long. Hang on a sec. So my paper's disintegrating. So I think we should take a moment to celebrate ourselves. So let's have a clap and a cheer. We will get the justice we want. We will. A final word from Emil Kosman. I don't know if you know him. He's a wonderful blogger, and he says, stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Thank you all.
No peace! No peace!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No ceasefire, no peace. No racist, no peace. No justice, no peace. No racist, no peace. No justice, no peace. No racist police. 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 No justice, no peace. No racist police.
No peace! No racist! No peace! From my side. Again, we've been protesting for 4 months. Yet, they went and bombed Yemen. Yet, they went and bombed Iraq. Yet, they went and bombed Syria. Yet, and they bombed and they carried bombing Gaza. Day by day, week by day, week by week. They don't see us. They don't see us. They are not here to protect us. We do not have the choice. Our democracy is subjective to their profits, to their resources. We have to stand up for our democracy, for our rights here in the UK, as citizens here. We, the people, went into the streets, demanded a ceasefire, demanded an end to over 75 years of occupation, illegal occupation. Yet, they don't listen to us. Yet, they went and cut the UNRWA funding, the only source to fund 2.2 million people is starving in Gaza. Yet, our democracy here is threatened, is subjected to their policies, to the racist policies, to their profit policies. We stand up against that. We're against capitalism. We're against companies, corporations like Burger King, Starbucks, McDonald's, who profit from child abuse, who profit from bloodshed in Gaza and
Now, I might look like an old woman, okay? But once I was 19, okay? I was 19, and I went to this place called Israel, because we didn't have internet, you didn't know how to find out about the world unless you went to places. I went to this place called Israel to work on a farm, okay? And it was called a kibbutz.
tactic. Boycott, don't tell anyone, just do it. Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!